a guy that's hoping to strengthen the linebacking core, is a former Miami Hurricane star and a former Oakleaf star in Shaq Quarterman as we welcome him in, the linebacker of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Shaq, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm doing better now that I'm on here with you guys.
Nice.
I love it. I found an old picture of Shaq from the ACC kickoff and shot it to David so he could take a look. And he was just nattily dressed, young. And how quickly time flies, Shaq. That was 19, and we're in 22. Who was Shaq Quarterman in 2022 coming into this year?
Time does fly, man. That was a long time since that nice little pomegranate suit, man. But going into 2022, man, it's just a overall and greater Shaq, man. I think from that year that I was with you guys, every year I've been around the game, I just continue to do what I do and get better at it, and then learn new things to maximize my talent as well. So with every year I'm blessed to do it. I don't take it for granted, so I just keep on sharpening my toolbox.
Shaq,
tools in my toolbox.
Shaq, we're obviously 1 week out from the NFL draft, and we're going to dive into your draft story. But our guy David Wolf over at Jags PR sent us kind of a little fun fact list about you, and I had no idea you started every single game at the University of Miami from your freshman year on. You're the only Cane to never miss a start. Is that the fact that you're most proud of your Miami career, or what are you most proud of from your time down in Coral Gables?
Oh, man, that's definitely that would definitely encompass a big part of it, man. A big thing for me going to the U was just, with all the respect I have for the program and the culture and the guys in my position that did it before me, man, was to never let that defense be out there without their general, and I respect the game and I respect the school to a certain level to where, it just ain't feel right. You play through aches and bruises, but I played through more than that, So I just knew the Canes were better with me on the field, and I would never be not missing an attendance. So I just really took it personal. I didn't even know the count of games until, I was coming up on some type of record. But to me, the guys that was in the locker room with me, the guys that watched me play attentively, they appreciate the grind and the hustle. That's more so what I'm proud about. My peers, some of my mentors like John Beese and Velma, they watched it, and told me that, they seen it, and I continue to do great things and just in hopes of making it to that list in the league as well.
Family, I'm loving your energy right now. I just want to let you know that I'm loving your energy right now.
That's a Hall of Famer, Cane, right
there. I feel that you've got some goals set for this year that you definitely want to achieve in this upcoming season.
Definitely, man. Definitely not doing what I wanted to do exactly at the U, man. It definitely left me with a heavy heart leaving. I had a lot of happy things to be happy about, but man, going into this year, man, I just got a whole different feel for starting all those games in college and getting to the league where you at the main stage, but not playing at all my freshman year on defense was totally different to me, and a lot of people taking it a couple of different ways, but I'm a Hurricane, so I wasn't really feeling that. So I just worked harder, when things got harder, and they talk about how, athletes go from college to the league, and it gets tough, the transitioning, man. When they got tough, I just hugged it. A lot of people let it go, and I don't let go of the rope. So,
all right, Shaq, two things. Darius Williams, how well do you know him, and were you part of the process of bringing him here? And number two, how cool is it to play for your hometown team?
Okay, well, for number one, I don't have the best relationship with him. I do know him because he's a couple years older than me. So in the city, when he was coming out, representing Jacksonville, I did know about him. So I didn't really have nothing to do with him coming here, man. They feel the vibes of these Jacksonville guys in the building, man. So I'm happy about that. And then, I'm sorry, you said the second question was
how cool is it to play in the NFL for your home team, the team you grew up watching?
And it feels like it's a different feel for me. I tell the guys in the locker room, man, I can't stop at a gas station without somebody telling me they seen me in high school with the 5, or they follow me in college with the 5-0. I mean, the 5-5, or even now. So it's a huge chip on my shoulder, man. I don't think people really understand, the type of pressure, I put on myself to just represent my city, though. I feel as though I'm back at, Miami again, it was the exact same thing for me. Like, it was a blessing to be there for sure, but like I take it to the next level because I really love it, because you can't do it forever. So every time I smile out there, man, there's a lot of people out there with 50 jerseys, man, and almost bring a tear to my eye, but the job ain't done yet. So I just keep chugging.
And how much pressure is now on you, Shaq? We're joined by Shaq Quarterman, linebacker for the Jacksonville Jaguars. How much pressure is on you now knowing your mentor, one of your guys, Miles Jack, is no longer in that building? There's a pretty big hole at that linebacker spot.
Yeah. I think the difference about it now after going through this offseason up to this point, man, I really realized the pressure that I was putting on myself wasn't always needed in that type of the way I was doing it, man. I'm blessed to be here, and I have the talent to do it. I have the confidence to do it. There's really nothing to do it but to do it. So with Miles Jack gone, I talk to him all the time, man, and he encouraged me. He know what time it is, and I know what time it is for him. So, man, it ain't going to be no drop-off. If anything, I'm planning for it to be better because that's why I'm here. I ain't here to do no less.
So let's take that next step of that, Shaq, because as we're looking at, we're trying to predict what's going to happen in the draft, and I keep saying, and I know others are as well, Shaq could be a serious part of these plans inside at linebacker. What are the coaches? What is Mike Caldwell telling you to this point?
I don't know if I could really go into all that.
A little bit then. Just give us a little sample.
Man, I would just say, man, I just keep doing my job and things keep going, Things are looking like they're working in my favor, man, So I just keep working and I let everybody else do their job, So I hope that's enough for you, but things looking good.
That is for sure. So let's turn the question then a bit, Shaq, my man. Let's switch it to what have you seen out of Foye Oluokun, who now they've brought in to help that linebacking core as well?
Man, Foye is a great man, first and foremost. I really like his energy. We have conversations away from football earlier on because football is something that we've done since we've been kids, but getting to know him, it's been really easy, man. I watched his tape before I got the chance to meet him. He's very talented already, man, a tackling machine. But I think we're going to do very good work together, man. I really do. Dog. He's physical. He played my type of football, so I can always get with that. I think he's going to push me, and I'm going to push him to do the same thing.
Now, Shaq, let's get down to the team that's really important. I don't care how many teams you play with in the NFL, you're going to always be a Cane. I'm a Cane.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now tell me about the hire. Mario Cristobal. We hired Mario Cristobal to be the head coach.
I've seen him.
Yeah, I played with Mario. We played with 2 championship teams in 89 and 91. What do you think that he's going to bring to Miami that may have been lacking?
I think he's going to bring the rawness. And I do want to say on there, it's going to take a little bit of time. You a King just like I'm a King, even more so, So how it, the time it takes. I'm saying? Everybody expecting us to win the chip this year, every time we get a new coach. But from him, he going to bring back that rawness, man, especially him being here, have done it. He has great rapport from, the school he was just at, man. It speaks for itself. So I even got the chance to meet him and the pieces he put together, man, I'm excited for him, man. I just think it's going to really take buy-in, which they do have. It's going to take time, which we have every day, the same 24. But to me, I'll put it on the players. After I went to the spring game just this past weekend, I got a chance to talk with the guys. I told them, man, you ain't no more excuses, man. Ain't no more coach this, facilities that, living arrangements this, man. Y'all got everything y'all need to be great, I said, man, I wish I had more time. And that's the one thing we all got to deal with is time. So I think Cristobal going to whip him into shape. And then as long as the players got that I'm not going to lose or you're going to have to really, take it from me, I don't see no reason why we can't get back to what we're supposed to be doing, That's just me.
All right, Chuck, before we let you go, we always talk about that last game against the Colts, how well you guys played as a team, how everything seemed to be working. After the game in the locker room, were you guys looking at each other saying, this is what it could have been? If we're all zeroed in, this is what it could be?
I think after that last win, everybody came into the locker room and definitely had a moment of, I can't believe, not that I can't believe it just happened, but yeah, this is what it looks like when we do turn it on, But a lot of people were just happy about finishing the season on a high note. For me, I'm a workaholic, so I was thinking about the next year already. But no, it was a good feeling in that locker room, man. But building off of that, up until what we have right now, I'm excited, more than I ever been.
Well, great segue. I know you don't want to get into too many details of what you guys got cooking in the building, Shaq, but Mike Caldwell, Doug Peterson, what have been your initial impressions of that staff so far?
I think they're very stout, man. I think we got a lot of good experience. We got some Super Bowl coaching talent in here. And Mike Caldwell, I got the chance to play for him in my East-West Shrine game for that week when I was entering the draft. And we ended up winning that game the first time I think the East had won in a couple years. And we had a great week, just talking to him, really getting to conversate with him. He had a couple jokes about the Canes, which people tend to have when they speak to me, But Mike's a great guy, man. It ain't hard at all for me to play for him, especially him playing linebacker, man. I love that type of mentorship.
Hey, Shaq, before you go, just leave us with one, maybe if you could, one sentence. The difference between last year or last coaching regime and this one.
The difference between, you said one sentence?
Well, you can go on
as long
more
as
than
you want,
that
man.
if you want.
Oh, no, I thought you said, okay. I'll give you one word. Difference between last year's staff and this year's staff. Right now, I'd say experience.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah, that seems to be very, very, you could feel the difference. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Listen, man, we'd love to get you in studio at some point, but keep working hard. We know Jaguar fans are fired up for it.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Y'all have a great day.